Hello everybody and welcome to day 23 of our daily Flab fighting tips with me, Donna, aka Bella Diamond. Now today we are going to talk all about the menopause. Super excited, loads of research, can't wait to get started. And how you can lose weight effectively on the menopause and what it is that's making it more difficult for you. Now before we get started, I want to say that obviously these tips are not suitable for children. They are only aimed towards anybody that is looking to lose weight during FIT-FEB. And I'm not a doctor, okay? I am a fully qualified chef. I have studied nutrition. I am qualified in the fitness industry, but I'm not a doctor, okay? So what we're going to focus on today is how to combat the symptoms, which will enable you to speed up your weight loss during the month, okay? Now, it's one thing for us to say, do this, this might work, this might help, but nothing is better than gathering a little team of test subjects, okay? So what I've done is handpicked several ladies that come to class that most of you know, and they are going to be our little guinea pigs, and they are going to be testing each a different method and a different product, and they're going to be feeding back to us on a weekly basis so that we can see what actually works. So exciting. Now, the key thing to understand, guys, is that 52% of the population is female. So why is talking about the menopause so embarrassing? We're women. We are all going to go through the menopause, and it's important that we talk about it because, you know, you've got a responsibility to help out your sisterhood, guys, and we want you to talk about the menopause. We want you to tell us everything that you're going through, and we want to try and give you a hand as well, okay? So when you're going through the menopause, the first thing that the doctor doesn't tell you, and I don't know why, when you go through the menopause, your body needs less calories, yeah? So normally, the female body, we're all told 2,000 calories a day. When you're going through the menopause, guys, you don't need 2,000 calories a day. Your body does not need it because your energy expenditure declines. That means you don't need to put as much calories in for your body to run normally. So it's a wonderful thing, but because nobody knows, everybody keeps eating as normal. So the first thing that you need to consider is calorie deficit. Now, I'm a really big fan of not counting calories. Soul destroying, yeah? We don't need to do any of that, but what you need to know is you need to reduce your intake of what goes in your mouth and what you're putting into your body on a daily basis straight away to aid you to lose weight because you need less. So I'm going to introduce you now to our first test subject. So we've got many different points about the menopause, and for each different point and each different symptom, if you like, we've got a different test subject. Now, our test subject for today, she has started today, and it is the very, very beautiful Roxy Fizz. Now, Roxy Fizz is going on a calorie control diet. We are calorie deficiting with Roxy Fizz. We're not counting anything, are we, Roxy? She's already started with today's first video, and I'm going to be sharing that out with you as we go along. Roxy Fizz has gone on Slim Fast. She is replacing one meal a day with a Slim Fast shake, and we're going to see how she gets on. So obviously when you're taking one of your meals and you're replacing it with a Slim Fast shake, and if you watched one of the last videos we did, we talked a lot about protein, we talked a lot about Slim Fast, and we talked a lot about how gorgeous Kelly Brook is that sells it. She does eat her product. So Roxy is going to tell us how she gets on after a week, whether or not it tastes nice, does she like it, does it keep her full up? And she is our calorie deficit girl, because this is the number one thing you should be doing as soon as you reach the menopause, is realize that your body doesn't need as many calories anymore. So you must, energy expenditure, it declines, so you need to just lower down the amount of food and drink that you're taking in to combat that. It's a very, very, very simple fact. And our Roxy, she's already started. Now, in addition to Slim Fast, guys, you must also eat a clean, healthy diet, okay? So low carb, low sugar, low fat. These are the things that are going to help massively. Now, I have interviewed as many women as I can in the last few days, and we've talked about the menopause. I spoke to Mummy this morning. Yes, I'm 36. I will always call her Mummy, all right? And what Mummy says is that she found carbs really, really difficult to digest during the menopause, especially wheat. She found that it made her bloated, it made her sluggish, but her body craved the carbs. So Mummy's bit of advice is to drastically lower your carb intake, but stay away from wheat. Wheat for mummy, she found really, really bad. You end up craving it. Now, when you lower your carb intake, as you all know, because you've all been following the tips, the first 2 weeks are the hardest. Because when you eat carbohydrates, and we're talking like bread, pasta, rice, what happens there is that your body will immediately turn it into glucose. Your body really likes glucose. It's like, oh yeah, I want more. So when you lower it, it stands to reason that for the first 2 weeks, you're going to have to push through those cravings. After 2 weeks, your body's going to thank you for it, and you are going to feel immense. So we're going to move on from that. Just make sure, guys, that you're following a healthy diet if you're also going to be adding in a meal replacement shake. Because to have a shake for breakfast or lunch and then go home and order and just eat, pointless. Yeah, absolutely pointless. Now, the second thing that I want to discuss with you all is stress. So stress, when you're stressed and your body goes into adrenaline mode, it releases a hormone called cortisol. And what the cortisol will do, if it makes your body do this, store fat immediately. That is your body's natural reaction to stress, okay? And when you're going through the menopause, it's normal. Your estrogen levels are rising and falling, which means that you can have mood swings. PMT comes back with a vengeance. But anything else that is going on in your life, the stress level will heighten. And the more cortisol you've got running through your body, the more your body is going, store fat, store fat. And we need to stop that. So by lowering your cortisol, you should essentially lose weight faster. So, our next test subject is the very beautiful Emerald Mayhem from Retford Burlesque classes. And what we're going to do with Emerald is I've teamed up with my little brother Matt at Lumberjack Subs, and we've actually sent Emerald Mayhem a special supplement to see whether or not we can bring down her cortisol levels. Ideally, if her cortisol levels are lowered, she should be able to lose fat fast. Let's have a go. Let's see if it works. Now, the other thing as well, when your cortisol levels are high, it can affect your sleep. And when you're not getting enough sleep, especially in the menopause, that again is going to make your body go, store fat, nah, quick. And we need to stop it from doing that, okay? So by reducing the cortisol levels, which is the stress hormone that your body is releasing, what we should find for Emerald Mayhem is that she's going to sleep better as well. So it's going to be a combination of getting a much better night's sleep, as well as reducing the cortisol and the stress levels that should really kickstart, reawaken that resting metabolic rate. You know exactly what I mean. And it's going to aid her to lose weight. So I'm going to introduce you to this product. This is the Lumberjack website, as you can see right here. Now, the product itself is called Support Max Neuro. Now, we're just going to scroll down so you can actually look at the benefits that are here. Cortisol management. Now, Julie is going to make this into a drink, and she's going to drink it on a night time, because having it on a night time is going to be a lot more effective for her to enable a good night's sleep. It's going to help her manage the stresses of a daily day, improve the mood, and it's going to help her to unwind a lot quicker. So I am really excited to see how Julia gets on with this. It is in the post Emerald Mayhem. It is on its way. It will arrive in approximately 2 days. 1 scoop, small glass of water in an evening. Yeah, you can still have your gin, don't worry. Mix it in, and we want to see how you feel after 1 week. Then we want to see how you feel after 2 weeks, and you're going to keep going, right, until that pot is empty. We want to know, are you getting a better night's sleep? Are you feeling less stressed? And is it going to kickstart and improve your metabolic rate? That's the rate at which you burn calories throughout the day. So it's sort of like speeding up your metabolism, speeding up your weight loss, yeah? Super, super excited about that one. Now, our next subject, and we're going to be talking about fatigue. So fatigue, again, it is another symptom of the menopause. You can feel drained, you can feel fatigued and tired, and your energy levels will just get... and when you're feeling like that, you're not really going to want to work out. You're going to want to make yourself feel better, and a lot of people, we do that by ordering a pizza, don't we? Yeah, or by maybe having a little bit too much to drink, or by, we find that, you know, comfort eating, that really helps. Now, Rebel Cat doesn't know that she's my test subject because I can't get hold of it, but I have already sent her all of these products out and I know that she's using them and she's beautiful, and I know as well that she's going to be happy to join in. Now, this is Rebel Cat. Isn't she gorgeous? Rebel Cat is amazing. Rebel Cat is actually a nurse, and she's wonderful. She's such a good nurse. Bedtime manner is incredible. But because she's a key worker, she is always on her feet. And what she's feeling is the fatigue. It's killing her, bless. So what we sent her out was an awesome product called Korean Ginseng. It's a supplement. It comes in a tablet form. Now, the Korean Ginseng, it doesn't have to be Korean, guys, just getting that out there, but the Korean one is, you know, it's top. It's one of the top 10. So what ginseng will do is give her body natural energy boost. So it's going to stimulate her mind, and it's going to lift up, and it's going to combat those feelings of fatigue. Now, in addition to that, we've also sent her out some vitamin D. Vitamin D is essential because what vitamin D does is, well, vitamin D normally comes from natural daylight, okay? And it's what makes your body tick over, and it really can affect your mood and your energy levels. So we've sent her out vitamin D at the same time. So she's taking the ginseng, she's taking the vitamin D, and we've also sent her out some energy tabs. Now, the energy tabs, they're about £1.50 from Asda. They come in like a plastic tube, and you drop one in a glass of water in the morning, and it's called Energize, and it's full of natural minerals and vitamins, vitamin C, loads of good stuff that's going to make her feel good straight away and ting, good morning world. Now, in addition to that, she is also taking cod liver oil, because fish oils, again, are very, very good for the joints. They're very good for the bones. And one of the things that the menopause can do is sort of push you towards that osteoporosis, weak bone thing. We don't want to go anywhere near that. So for the menopause, guys, ginseng, Korean or otherwise, is really great. Vitamin D, essential. Energized tabs, I'm a big fan of because they taste great. They taste like Fanta when you drop them in the water. Obviously, they're very low calorie as well, like literally barely any calories in them. And some good fish oils. So Rebel Cat, she's doing everything that I bought from Home Bargains, and I posted out to her. So she's doing supplements that you can go and buy in a supermarket, and she's going to be looking towards that fatigue side for you, okay? Now, the other thing that we're going to discuss is estrogen levels. So when you go through the menopause, your estrogen levels can rise and they can fall. Now, one of the ways that you can tell yourself if your estrogen is up or if your estrogen is down is based entirely on your mood. So if you're getting stressy, you've got PMT, and you really want to murder your husband, but you're going through the menopause, your estrogen levels are possibly much, much higher. Me and Mummy discussed this at length a lot this morning. And then I promptly rang Ginny Fonda, because I love Ginny Fonda and she knows everything and she's always happy to be my guinea pig, okay? Ginny Fonda's estrogen levels are actually very low, we think. Remember, I'm not a doctor. We've not tested her or anything, because she doesn't have any of the cranky side effects. There's no mood swings. There's no PMT. She's just calm as a Hindu cow. And Ginny Fonda is also an ectomorph. So last week, because ectomorphs, remember your body shapes, guys. Ectomorphs are naturally tall and slim. They naturally have a much higher metabolism. And when they're trying to lose weight and they're working out, they need to take in more calories. They need to eat more good calories. Yeah, we're not going on just eat, Ginny, right? Good calories. She needs more than we do. And she probably needs at least 200 extra calories than we do. But we're not counting, okay? And she needs a high protein diet for her body type. So last week we sent her out some protein shakes, which she absolutely loves. We bought the protein shake again from Lumberjack Subs. Let me see if I can find you a picture here on the website. And we can show you exactly which one Ginny's on. And you know what? She's given us a really good review on these. She said it tastes absolutely amazing and she is a happy little bunny. Now, I do believe I found it. There we go. Yeah, So this is the one that we've sent out. We sent this one out to Ginny. Get it down there, Donna. There we go. We sent a raspberry and white chocolate that was actually promoted by Matt on Lumberjack Subs. He said that is the best tasting one. So obviously, when you're buying your protein, you need to make sure that it's good protein. Not all protein is made equally. Make sure it's low sugar, guys. Make sure it actually is high protein, and you don't want to be adding more carbs in there, so make sure you're checking out the labels. Go and see Matt at Lumberjack Subs, talk to Nikki. That's the one that you want. That is fantastic stuff. Now, soy feeds estrogen. Yeah? Now, yes, honestly, it's the God's honest truth. Go and Google it. So this is Ginny Fonda. Ginny Fonda has already started putting 2 protein shakes into her diet in addition to her daily calories and her daily diet. Okay, that's because Ginny Fonda is an ectomorph. Now, if you are an endomorph, but you want to go onto your protein shakes, that is fantastic, guys. But remember, endomorphs, you're doing it in as a meal replacement, not in addition to your daily intake. Ginny Fonda, Lucky Moo, tall, slim, she's having it in addition. Now, what we thought was, hang on a minute, so Ginny's estrogen levels are naturally very low. Soy feeds estrogen. Why don't we test the theory? So what we've done with Ginny is she's going to start, as of next week, or whenever Dance Daddy Steve goes to the shops, and she's going to stop mixing her protein with milk or water, and she's going to start to mix it with soy. Now, soy milk is very, very good for you. It's full of nutrients, it's full of minerals, it's very low carb, very high protein, and it's good for a fibre intake as well. So if it doesn't work, Ginny's still going to feel the benefit of, having that soy. So soy feeds estrogen. If you feel that your estrogen levels are quite low, again, that could be holding you back. So let's just increase them naturally. There's lots of products on the market that do contain soy. Obviously, soy is going to be a replacement for dairy. So you'd be looking at maybe having soy milk in your tea. Don't put it in coffee, it's disgusting. Or switching to soy yogurts instead, and they are delightful. They are really nice. You can barely taste the difference on them. Don't put soy milk in your coffee, guys. It's disgusting. I've never been allowed lactose, and I remember 3-4 years old, and she made me have soy milk, and but the yogurts, guys, are delightful, and since 1980s they probably have actually improved the taste of soy milk. So let's just have a quick recap, shall we? We have got the very beautiful Roxy Fizz. Calorie deficit is required at the menopause stage, guys. You must calorie deficit, probably by about 500 a day, which is 1 meal. Roxy Fizz, she's going out there and she's doing our slim fast, 1 meal a day for lunch. She's going to let us know how she gets on a weekly basis. Stress and sleep, Emerald Mayhem. We need to lower your cortisol levels to stop your body from going shit, store fat. And lowering your cortisol levels, that's your stress levels, they're going to improve your sleep pattern, which in effect is going to increase your metabolic rate. That is the rate at which you burn calories throughout the day. That's going to essentially speed up your metabolism. Then we have the very, very, I love Kate, honestly. Kate is like one of my favourite people in the entire world. Where have you gone, Kate? She's stuck behind Emerald. Kate is going against the fatigue symptoms. So we've got her on ginseng, vitamin D, cod liver oil for obviously the bones and the joints and everything, and the energised tab. So she's going Asda, off the shelf, Home Bargains, wherever you can get them from. And we're going to see whether or not we can improve her levels of fatigue, which in turn will speed up the weight loss. And then we have my mate Ginny Fonda, and Ginny Fonda's going to see whether or not she can increase her estrogen levels naturally. She's also increasing her protein intake because she's an ectomorph, remember, and she's going to keep us posted. So guys, those are our test subjects. These are your classmates. There is nobody better in the world to do and give a trusted review than your classmates. So I am so excited to see what they come back at us with. Thank you, ladies, for being our testers, my little sexy guinea pigs. And we're going to let you know how they get on. And please feel free to go and talk to them. If you know them, drop them a message. See how they're getting on. They're all going to do us their own videos as well. They're going to show us the product. And every week, they're going to check in with us and let us know how they're getting on. And I am so excited. So good luck to all my testers out there. And remember, if you're going through the menopause and you're trying to lose weight, come and talk to us. Watch them. Have a bash. See what works for you. Good luck, guys. See you soon.